Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking developments in modern warfare, a story that has stunned military analysts, captured global attention, and completely changed the way we think about battlefield technology. Ukraine's $412,000 drones have caused millions of dollars in damage to Russian targets, proving that innovation, strategy, and precision can overpower even the most expensive defense systems. This isn't just about one strike, it's about a dramatic shift in the balance of power where low-cost unmanned systems are defeating heavily fortified bases, destroying critical infrastructure, and reshaping the future of combat. From the very beginning of the conflict, drones have played a vital role, but what we're seeing now is on an entirely new level. These drones aren't just surveillance tools. They're powerful, long-range, explosive-equipped machines that can fly hundreds of kilometers undetected. What makes this even more unbelievable is that the cost of each drone is only around $412,000, while the destruction they cause reaches into the tens of millions. In many cases, a single drone strike has taken out fuel depots, ammunition warehouses, air defense systems, radar stations, and even multi-million-dollar aircraft. Imagine spending a few $100,000 to wipe out assets worth 50 or even 100 times more. That's the definition of asymmetric warfare, and Ukraine is using it masterfully. One of the most devastating examples came when a swarm of Ukrainian drones targeted a key Russian logistics hub deep behind enemy lines. Instead of risking soldiers or trying to break through fortified defense zones, Ukraine relied on precise drone navigation and satellite guidance. The result: massive explosions, secondary detonations, and fires that burned for hours as Russian supply trucks, fuel tanks, and storage facilities were obliterated. Analysts later estimated that the total damage exceeded $20 million from just a handful of drones. This kind of efficiency is unheard of in traditional warfare, where artillery barrages or missile strikes cost far more and require significant resources. Russia tried to stop these attacks with their expensive S-300 and S-400 air defense systems, but here's the problem. Those systems are designed to take down fighter jets and ballistic missiles, not small, low-flying drones. In fact, every time Russia fires an S-400 missile, it costs around $1 million. So even when they successfully shoot down a $412,000 drone, they're still losing money. And worse, many drones still get through, striking targets with deadly accuracy. This has forced Russia to spread its defenses thin, trying to protect multiple high-value sites at the same time, leaving gaps that Ukraine continues to exploit. What makes these drones even more incredible is their adaptability. Ukraine has modified off-the-shelf technology, combined civilian components with military-grade systems, and integrated artificial intelligence for better navigation and target acquisition. Some drones fly at low altitude to avoid radar, while others use GPS jamming resistance to stay on course. There are even drones that fly in coordinated swarms, overwhelming air defenses by attacking from multiple directions. This level of sophistication means that even heavily defended bases are no longer safe. In recent strikes, Ukraine managed to destroy Russian aircraft parked on runways, each worth tens of millions of dollars, with drones that cost less than the price of a single missile. These attacks are not random. They are strategically planned to hit Russia where it hurts the most: logistics, fuel, command centers, and morale. When a drone wipes out a fuel depot, it slows down troop movement. When a drone destroys an ammunition warehouse, it reduces Russia's ability to launch offensives. When a drone hits a radar station, it creates a blind spot in air defense coverage, and even more importantly, the psychological effect is massive. Russian soldiers have reported constant fear of nighttime drone attacks, hearing the buzzing overhead seconds before impact. This pressure affects performance, decision-making, and overall morale. Technology is not only destroying equipment, it's breaking confidence. Let's also talk about cost-effectiveness and sustainability. Traditional wars consume vast amounts of artillery shells, fuel, and manpower. Drones, on the other hand, offer high precision with minimal waste. A single operator can control multiple drones remotely, reducing risk to soldiers. Maintenance is cheaper, production is faster, and upgrades can be implemented through software rather than hardware. This means Ukraine can produce and deploy these drones at scale, launching hundreds of strikes across various fronts, keeping constant pressure on Russian forces. Russia, meanwhile, is forced to react, spending billions to repair infrastructure, relocate assets, and build new defenses that may still fail. The international community is watching closely because this conflict is proving a critical lesson. The future of warfare belongs to unmanned systems. Countries around the world are now reevaluating their military strategies, investing in drone technology, and shifting from traditional armies to smart, adaptive forces. What Ukraine has shown is that smaller nations don't need massive fleets of jets or tanks to compete. They need intelligence, innovation, and precision. Even NATO officials have acknowledged that Ukraine's drone operations are some of the most advanced in the world, rivaling the capabilities of major powers. This raises an important question: how will Russia respond? They are desperately trying to improve electronic warfare systems, jamming drone signals and creating new interception tools. They're also building cheap drones of their own, trying to match Ukraine's efficiency. However, Ukraine has a head start, and with Western support and domestic innovation, it continues to stay ahead of the curve. Every successful strike not only damages Russia physically, but exposes weaknesses in their defenses. The fact that drones can hit targets deep inside Russian territory shows that distance is no longer protection. Geography is no longer a shield. Looking at the broader picture, these drone strikes are more than military actions. They're shaping global geopolitics. Countries are realizing that expensive, traditional weapons systems may soon become obsolete. Why invest $100 million in a fighter jet that can be destroyed by a drone swarm costing a fraction of the price? Why build huge military bases when they can be pinpointed and destroyed remotely? This shift is terrifying for some nations and exciting for others. Technology has leveled the playing field, and Ukraine is proving it in real time. In conclusion, the story of Ukraine's $412,000 drones causing millions in damage is not just shocking, it's revolutionary. It represents a turning point in modern warfare, a testament to creativity over brute force, and a warning to any military power that underestimates the ability of innovation to change the battlefield. Ukraine has demonstrated that smart strategy and advanced technology can outmatch larger, heavily equipped armies. As the conflict continues, one thing is clear: drones are no longer the future. They are the present, and they are rewriting the rules of war. Thank you for watching, and if you found this analysis insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the most important events shaping our world. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.